Thank you for clicking on this Fun with Pete and Sherry video. I am your host, Julian, and I am sorry Tipsy couldn't be here today. Moonshine is sitting in for Tipsy. Oh, alright, there's Tipsy. God. Always surprises me. Anyway, today I am reviewing... Alright, Moonshine, you can go. Today I will be reviewing Old Pulteney 12-year-old. This is a whiskey that falls into the category I've been doing this summer, which is whiskeys that you can get for less than a tremendous amount of money. This one comes in a little under $40. Let's see what's going on here, shall we? No wine or anything, no peat going on here, I should mention that. Boy, you know what I get here? A lot of fruit going on here, and very strong fruit. All kinds of tropical fruit. Ooh. And you know, strong stuff like mango, papaya. Ooh. Pineapple, yes, pineapple. All right. Getting a little closer in. In addition to that fruit, I'm picking up Welch's grape juice. That sense of something both powerfully fruity and sweet. It smells almost a bit intimidating, like, is this going to be a little sour? Well, let's find out. Now, it's a big surprise when you taste this scotch. Yes, it's fruity, but that sourness is not there at all. There's just a big fruitiness, and it is tamped down by this woodiness that sort of changes everything. There's a lot of salt in this, but the woodiness makes it kind of gives it the feel of a boathouse where the salt has had a chance to sink into the wood over a long period of time, and the fruitiness is sort of turned in part to nuttiness by that wood influence. It's all kind of wrapped up. It's a big, strong flavor. Wow, very very big. I particularly sense a specific kind of candy. If you ever had a candy from Brock's, it was like a white toffee with little flecks of red and green stuff in it. It had a very particular, almost licorice-y, but not quite. They're sort of somewhere in between fruitcake and licorice. So, yes, well, it says the word robust, I think, on the bottle, and I'll certainly give it that. Robust flavor here. And wow, really depends on what you're after. Is this big, strong, fruity taste what you want, or not? I've heard a lot of people talk about this whiskey, and I never hear anyone really emphasize exactly how fruity it is, and that was the thing that really surprised me about this scotch. This tropical fruit flavor is reminiscent to me of some Glenlivets, not so much the Glenlivet 12, because it's too much stronger than that, but particularly the Glenlivet 15 with the wood influence, or even the Glenlivet Nadura, just because it's got such a strong flavor, even though this is 43% alcohol and Nadura is cask strength. This is similar in strength of flavor. It really has a ton of flavor in it. is it is so sweet almost that, you know, I strangely am sated, or feel sated, after a couple of sips of this whiskey, and I keep having this response to it. I've had this bottle for a little while now, so it does not pound its way down my throat like some whiskeys do. Okay, come on. Wanna go up? All right. You tell me, Kat, where do you want to go? And so despite this sort of surprisingly accessible entry, I'm left with this lingering sense after I've had this scotch that I've been drinking something thick and sweet, like nectar, that's a little sickly feeling even. And that's why it's not become one of my favorites instantly. I would say this is a great scotch for those of you out there who are have had you know, just about all the scotches you can find at your neighborhood bar, and or maybe getting a little jaded and want to go off the beaten track a bit. You could do much worse than grabbing an Old Pulteney. For one thing, you know, you're in the $40 range here, so you're not going to go too wrong. Rather than go out and spend a bunch of money on something that you hope will be new and different, go ahead and spend your $40 on something that will be different. Maybe it's the thing for you. I haven't tried this yet, but I'm going to add a drop of water here and see what that does. I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 10 minutes. Let's see what's happened here. I'm going to wait for that to settle down a second. Easy, guys. All right. Not too different. The only thing I could say is perhaps the fruitiness is even a touch richer, but it was not lacking for richness to begin with. So I am going to give Old Pulteney an 8.1. That's simply my opinion, and I think that the time has come when I have to tip my hat to a great Scotch vlogger, the man who made me aware of Old Pulteney, and I'm speaking, of course, of Ralphie, the preeminent Scotch vlogger among us. Interestingly, it was after his review of Old Pulteney that it appeared here in the Virginia ABC stores, and I wonder how much his influence had to do with that. Whether it was directly connected to that or not, certainly we can all be thankful for the influence he has had, which is beginning to spread quite far, and he's raised consciousness about, you know, a lot of issues. High bottling strength, that's good. Added caramel coloring, that's bad. Chill filtration, that's bad. The industry knows that people are becoming aware of these issues, and people are becoming aware of these issues, there's no doubt. Look at the thousands of people who watch Ralphie now, and for every one of them, we are in different parts of the world, telling our own friends what they need to watch out for when they buy whiskey. The industry knows that this is going on, but they're still betting, I think, that for somehow the consciousness about these issues is going to go away. That's just not going to happen. This is going to continue to rise and rise, and the industry is going to have to respond more aggressively than they have yet. And so for the changes positive changes that have happened as a result of Ralphie and the good he's done for all of us who drink Scotch, and particularly those of us who talk about Scotch. Well, Ralphie, if you're watching this, I'll raise a glass to you many times. I've sat and watched your videos with a glass in hand. So, a drink with you, sir. That's all I've got for this week. Until next time, thank you.